So today I'll be showing you how to make a proper 1/0. This is Sky High Car Audio 1/0. I'm going to show you how to properly make one full piece with TechFlex. I'm using 1/2 inch, 3/4 recommended. 1/2 inch, I think it looks cleaner and looks tighter. Install gear, copper clad aluminum or tinned aluminum pretty much. So the end result will kind of look like this, but obviously with 2 lugs. Now I do have Sky High Car Audio heat shrink and lugs, but I'm using that for my personal build. This is just to show you guys how to properly make this. So the tools I'll be using is this stripper as well as a cutter. I have this crimp tool. So those are some of the tools. And then for the heat shrink, I have a mini torch and I have a heat gun here. It's just from Harbor Freight, like most everyone gets it. So the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna take this right here. What I like to do is I like to get the lug, and I like to, you can do it by eye, but I like to do it just by this. And I like to make a mark, and you just strip. And I like to cut it a little bit below because these lugs are not the best. And you will get some strands that come off. So now that you got this, I like to just kind of comb it out a little bit, I'd say. All right, so once I comb it out, I like to just go like this and go down. And then try to get as many of them in as you can. And it's almost impossible to get them all. But when you're pretty good at it, you can get it like that. I mean, that looks decent. It gets it pretty good the first time, but it's definitely not crimped. So I like to just get in there one more time. Get it down the second time. And then there you go. You have a nice and strong connection there. And what I'm gonna do here for this is I'm gonna cut this heat shrink off. So now we have both ends buried. I'm gonna grab my TechFlex. And what I like to do is fray it out a tiny bit. And then what you do is you just push right here where it's coming on. And push, push, push. And then what I like to do is since I have that little bit extra right there, I like to bring it to right about there. And then what I'll do, I'm gonna mark it right about where I want it. So right about here. All right. And then I like to cut it. And then that won't fall apart. See, and then you have a nicely covered piece. And then you take your pieces of heat shrink. I'm gonna use these install gear ones for now. And that's another thing, it will be a pain to get these over. So you gotta kind of work them. All right, so I'm gonna have to use these ones because the install gear ones did not fit over. And be careful because this stuff does burn. Once this one is done, you have a perfect piece. And then I'll do this real quick. And then once you have the last one lined up, I'll do this one with the heat gun to show you that this works. In my opinion, I think the heat gun works the best, but. Because this way, when you use the heat gun, it doesn't burn. And there you have it. That is how you make a perfect braided sleeved wire. And even with the 1/2 inch, which everyone recommends a 3/4 inch for 1/0, this Sky High oversized 1/0, but this 1/2 inch, I mean, you can still get in there and you can even still tie it. I mean, it's still really good, even with this 1/2 inch PET cable stuff on it. I mean, it's Alex Tech expandable sleeving. That's what it is from Amazon. And it was $14 for this 100-foot roll. And I'm showing you how to make the right connections so you know. All right, peace out.